Hello there. What's happening? How are you doing? I'm doing just fine, thank you. Little State of the Union. First off, let's get off what the plan is. We're stream sniping tonight, like just about everybody else. We're doing the Def Noodles thing. Join us. Was it 5 a.m. my time? Whenever Def Noodles is going on, you'll get a notification. I promise you. Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on that. I know Augie's doing everything, but I don't care. Just flip around, use them all. I actually got big ideas for this stuff. Mama Mac's video. It's gonna come out when it comes out. I know I sound like every other YouTuber that does that, but I'm having time constraints, and that's gonna be the focus of this video. It's just I cannot produce a show as consistently as I used to because of health issues, kids going to school. The summer you go out and you do stuff, and I just don't have it. I don't have the time to do what I once did. I think once the kids go back to school and everything gets settled, and Tommy starts school, Laura starts the equivalent to high school over here, then I should clear up, and hopefully, because this thing ain't generating money like it used to. And I suppose I could be like every other YouTuber. Well, I am going to be like, I think it's YouTube's demoted me somehow, and everybody says that. But I mean, someone has to do with your own content, and sometimes stuff gets old. People get sick of it. The thing is, we're always really good at when a group of fans move out, they were replaced, and I don't know if they're being replaced at the same level they used to be. I've talked about, it's not this bad yet, but I've talked about getting a job. And that's a serious possibility. I haven't had time to look into it because I've been so busy with so many other things this summer. And that's a possibility if things get really bad. But I think that when I was whining about that, I think it had more to do with I wasn't getting out enough. And I wasn't hanging around, sports people, poker people, the kind of things I like to do with my free time. And I kind of found that. So I stopped thinking less about the job. And then the next thing I know, I had vacation coming up and everything else. So it really wasn't a huge priority. So the reason I'm here today is, like I said, the announcement, Mama Mac's video is coming out. It's coming out. It might be a lot later than I even initially said it would, but it's coming out. I just want this one to be good, to be real good. Maybe not Nick DiOrio good, but good. And I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's going to be fun and funny. And it might make you think. Matt and I have gone over it. He was really surprised with what I came up with, and fun and funny, and make you think. That's like kind of the three rules of the Mama Mac's video. So it comes out when it comes out. I'm not in any kind of rush to do it because the smear really didn't work. It didn't work with anybody that be able to pay attention to long form content, much less spell their name. So it comes out when it comes out. But I'm here because one of you guys really bothered me, and not the way you might think, that I'm going to roast you or something. I'm not going to roast you. I think people usually overreact to stuff when something's true. Not always, not 100% of the time, rather than when something's blatantly false. I got a comment, and it was, I think I saw it, excuse me, during vacation, that they were that their folks with they were going to stop following me or unsub or move on because I wasn't being consistent as I used to. And I really took exception to that. I'm not mad. I'm mad at the comment because there's some truth in it, but it doesn't seem fair to me because for 6 years straight, I was so consistent. And then with recent health issues and, Laura's going to high school. Tommy starts school Tuesday. I had the whole vacation. This is not generating what it used to. I'm trying other things. I'm trying other projects, and a job might be a part-time job, or maybe even a full-time job is definitely a part of my future. All things I've talked about. I pushed the job thing off because the money isn't that bad yet. I was just preparing for it last time, and I think a lot of the things I was missing that I didn't need the job for the money. I needed to interact with people again, and I kind of found that through poker and football again. And I'm going to. I'm doing a lot more stuff with my son. We're going to football games on the weekend for Wiesbaden and stuff, and I'm feeling more like that. I'm not as engaged in the internet world as I once was. Maybe because the money's not as good as it used to be. I don't know, but there's other things I really like to do. But there is few things that I like to do more than do Shot from the Point. The podcast, the stream, whatever. I still love doing it. I'm just not as interested in the topics as I used to be. In 2021, I made a promise to keep the P word stuff off SFTP. Keemstar warned me. He said I'd be back on it in a month, or there's nothing there's nothing I can do about it, because it was becoming a majority of the content that was out there. While I didn't do it 100%, which I never thought I really could. I mean, Jesus, when Chris can, I mean, it's not even the P word stuff. It's just sexual stuff in general. Or sexual inappropriate behavior in general. It's become, I would say, 90% of the content that is covered. While I didn't keep my promise 100%, like I said, Christian happens, I think I did a pretty good job of getting back to what the show was originally intended, to take trending topics, to take how goofy the internet is and have a laugh at it, rather than sort of grandstanding and pearl clutching and all that stuff. Not that I've never done that. Not that I've haven't used my platform for even political purposes, things that I really believe in, free speech or false allegations. You guys know that. I've even used it to raise money for Afghanistan. So when I got this comment, it really did bug me that I haven't been consistent enough. I just started thinking of all the things I've done, how consistent I've been over the years. The fact that, I've never really been a big YouTuber. And when I wasn't, I've never made like the big bucks. I'm enough to get by. Sometimes some months are really better than others. I don't know. I don't know too many YouTubers are at it as much as I am. And I finally took a downshift for myself, friends and family, all this other stuff, and to be kind of so demanding. Now, this is one isolated person. I don't know if it's the feeling for everybody else, but it's my experience when one person says something like that, you start to think, well, if one person said that, means 100 people mean it too. So I'm just here to tell you, I don't think I can get any more consistent for the reason I gave, unless things change when the kids go back to school. I'm branching out to other stuff. I'm doing the football podcast. It's in its very infancy. It's literally like shot from the point day one, which is kind of fun, actually, with a whole new crew. I never start doing the shot from the point. If it ever runs its course as far as financial gains, I'll still do a Sunday show. I love doing that stuff. The reason I do this is because I admire my New York radio heroes, and I don't think I'd ever get sick of that. I am a little sick of the internet. It could be my age. I'll be 46 pretty soon. It could, and that could be really affecting my ability to connect with the younger audience, which is fine. Most of you guys are college age and is above, but there's nobody new coming in. So it was kind of, I've talked about doing a lot of other stuff. Star Wars channel, video games, stuff like that. Nothing really quench that thirst, that thing that I got when I got into shot from the point hockey, besides like football and poker. And I don't know how viable that is. Football is viable, but you have to know people. Poker is going nowhere unless a Chris Moneymaker thing happens from 2003. And I'm not that good at it, believe it or not, even though I'm the club champion 90% of the time. So I guess, yeah, when I heard that, I don't think I can help you. I think I'm doing the best I can, and I have no plans to quit. But I'm like everybody else. If this doesn't either become viable or I lose so much interest that I can't pull a show every day, I'm gonna just gracefully say goodbye or say we're going to one day a week. I've done a lot for the last 6 years. There's younger people coming in. The landscape is different. God, I do a drama on a guy's getting fight over the guys that stream FIFA, a couple years ago, or some goofy thing that happened between them. Everything seems to be so SA related, so sexual misconduct related. And I'm not afraid to talk about sex. I'm not afraid to, I think I'm one of those few people who can joke about anything. I have the mindset or the belief, the comedic belief that George Carlin did. You could joke about rape if you do it right. Mostly if you don't do it hatefully. So I got my act down. I don't think I've ever been better. I think Matt has improved this channel exponentially. Matt got me back to my Stern roots, so to speak. So I don't know how much more consistent I can be. I don't know how much more content I can pull. I'm going to try. We're going to do a stream sniping thing with, I'm going to jump on the Def Noodles bandwagon. I'm definitely doing my football thing. Mama Mac's video comes out when it comes out. Might not be next month, but it's coming out. I don't really have to worry about it too much because when I came back, I realized I wasn't all that damaged by it. It's just a bunch of 12-year-olds that don't know anything or understand anything, much less be able to spell their name. That's who was angry with me. Nobody that can actually take in long-form content and be able to contextualize it or anything or compartmentalize it or anything. So it really wasn't. It was just a bunch of kids calling you a pedo, which I have no problem with. I actually, this particular comment bothered me more, that I was so inconsistent that they were losing interest and they seemed like I was almost being disloyal. And I don't know, there's this stuff going on. I want to do other things, but I haven't. I mean, I put up so much SFTP content. You know, Augie only puts out. Geez, I mean, he only puts out. It's smart what he did. He's made after hours special. No, I couldn't do that just because I don't have the patience. Now, I want to work every day. I want to do a stream every day. I generally like doing that, but I mean, he has the after hours thing down, and that's fine for him. But in a way, I feel like I've been more consistent. So yeah, it did bug me. I'm over it, but I'm bitching. But if just for any chance, if this is a wider range, I'm doing my best. A wider range of people, like more people. I'm doing my best. I'm putting out as much content as I possibly can. I have a historic record of putting out tons, probably too much. Maybe we get a break in the algorithm. Maybe I improve. Maybe I don't. I'll always put in on good stuff. But yes, I'm losing interest in not streaming, not joking around, not putting this type of show together. It's the show's never going to change. It's the same stupid show that it's been since 2012. That's what a radio show is. It's the same thing with, you know, whatever's going on in the world at the time. But the world is my issue because, I mean, I don't know how many times I can get, you know, all ginned up over, you know, a Craig Beckett, whatever the hell he was doing situation. It's just like, I don't care. And I'm not a cop and I'm not an advocate. People send me stuff all the time like, oh, look what this guy's doing. You got to get it out there. No, I don't. It's always been a comedy show. Maybe it was my mistake to... No, it wasn't. Because I pick and choose my battles. Like with Alex, that was a false allegation thing. I can't clean the internets of degenerates. And even I can't clean the internet of people that would cause children harm. I'm not a cop. I can do some things. But I can't. Otherwise, I'm not even a YouTuber anymore. I'm not even a creator anymore. I'm a cop. A grandstanding cop, and I know people happens to people who grandstand. It's really easy to kick the chair right from under them. I don't want to be that guy. You know, there's this phenomenon that's happened, and it's just not for me. But generally, people like it. I like to call it the ironclad take. That seems to be what people are interested in. The ironclad take. The take you can have that cannot be argued with in anything because it's just so rock solid. And I see people do the debating part of Twitch. I see people doing that. And if that's entertaining and people like it, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not even complaining, but I don't want to do that. Because the problem with an ironclad take and this phenomenon, it's you have to be formulaic. Have to be. Because everything's about locking it up. I've always taken a lot of gambles, and I don't want to stop doing that. You know, I like my cute reputation of Tommy. You stepped over the line this time. I used to like you. You're wrong, and then boom, I'm vindicated or redeemed. I like that. I think if you do the ironclad take thing, never take any chances. First of all, it means you don't believe in what you're talking about. You're just trying not to be wrong. I believe in what I talk about. I believe in what I say. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I take an L, I take an L. The ironclad take is boring to me. Not to all of you and not to the greater audience. And maybe that's why things are kind of leveling off here. Not something I'm interested in. Right now, I'm interested in football, soccer. I'm interested in going to games on the weekends. I really love it because now I got a local team over here. I'm interested in playing cards. I'm interested in hanging out with people, and hopefully interested in losing weight soon. Those are my goals. And if this peters out, we'll get a job. That's it. It's gone down before, but I don't know if it's even money at this point. It's just like it's a barren. The world's less funnier. Things aren't funny now. Things are bad. Part of my maybe economic downturn could feasibly be because there's been economic downturns all throughout the West. How are you going to give the cackling hyena money when you don't got it yourself and you don't even know what your next paycheck's going to be worth? I wouldn't give it to the cackling hyena. I'd save it and put it where it belongs the most. So I get that. So maybe I'm just a victim of that. And that would put me in great company. I suppose if I was making, $20,000 a month, I wouldn't care. I don't care if my $20,000 a month is now worth, I care, but it's not the end of the world if it's worth 14. Eventually it'll be. So I guess for being consistent, we'll try to get them out Monday, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. But we're on and I've done a lot of shows on the weekend to make up for stuff too. I really don't understand. We're staying on an announcement basis until things kind of normalize again. And I don't know if they'll get normal again. And I'm okay with that. This is not a bitch session. This is a reality. This is just like letting you know what's going on, just in case you feel like this individual. I don't hate this person either, but yeah, if he wanted to hurt me, he did. Absolutely. I am not affected by a comment, I think, since 2016. And I think it's because I put the work in. And I think because my consistency and things are changing, the world's changing, my life's changing. And then, I downshifted. I took a long vacation. I didn't come right back to it. And then since I've been back, I've been putting out streams as much as I humanly can. As much as I humanly can. And then I'm enjoying myself because I still like streaming on the weekend with a new topic. And it's great. And I feel better about myself. That's not your fucking problem. If you're not getting the right shot from the point that you want or what you signed up for, that's my problem. But if you're mad at me for being disloyal in any way, and maybe I'm speaking to I hope I'm speaking to a minority. I don't know if I can do anything for you. I'm not mad at you. I'm doing what I can, and I'm putting out what I can. There's lots of other options out there. But, a lot of these types of comments are usually threats, empty threats. If you don't do what I want you to, I'll do this. And I have never responded well to that. In fact, I usually fight back. So I'm sorry about the lack of consistency. Mama Mac's coming out when it comes out. There'll be no show tonight. We don't usually do shows on Friday anyway, but I have been doing a few Friday shows since I got back. Because we're doing late night stuff. I'll be getting up at 4:30 in the morning to do that. I think that's a pretty dedicated. And then on Glory Hunters, I'll be doing 2 separate streams tomorrow that I'll only pull anywhere between 7 and 14 viewers. I'm absolutely dedicated, but I cannot be stuck in SA land. I am not interested in it. It is, if it comes up, it comes up. If it's unique, like the Craig Beckett situation, like that's unique. But I'm not jumping on every spur that says they've been assaulted or I'm done with it. At the same time, I'm not like, there's an absolute ban on talking this subject. That's stupid too. And it's not funny. So I'm doing my best. I appreciate everything you've given me. I have a wonderful life. I say that every year around my birthday, and usually get emotional and then I'm embarrassed about it the next day. But I'm going to tell you, I'm probably going to be pretty inconsistent, and we're still on an announcement basis. And if that's not good enough, then then I'm breaking the original deal, and you're free to go. But yeah, like you to say, like you to send a lot more money too. But if that's not feasible, that's not feasible because I got to do. If I can't do like glory hunters and play poker and hang out with my kid and do stuff out there once in a while, then shot from the points is just going to go straight down the hill because I'm not going to like it anymore. And I'm not there yet. I'm just not liking the field that I'm on. I love my home base. Don't ever forget that. I work really hard at it. And when I'm asleep, I have people working for me. Like, you know how good Matt is. It's like 24/7 just to get one stupid joke in. So, and Core Master and Freak, I hope you come back soon. And, you have other options to me. I got people in our family. Dave's starting to grow. But yeah, this is what you're getting. And I hope to see you soon. Take care.